Good afternoon, EXJW community. This is the Oracle coming in for another edition of my vlog. Today is July 4th, so I'm hoping that if you're in the United States that you have the day off and that you're surrounded with family and friends. I'm home, husband's in the back cooking. So if you hear the door chiming, he's going in and out on the deck making some hot dogs and hamburgers and steak and chicken and all that good stuff. But I thought I would run and do a quick video just to let the EXJW community know that I'm thinking of them, especially those that are out in California. We just got an earthquake, but I also kind of wanted to have a dialogue with the EXJW community because I thought today was a great time for me to sort of talk about why I think it's important for the EXJW community, especially those of us that are in it to do videos and to empower those that are trying to come out and to empower those that are still in the struggle, that are faders. I really want to sort of give a message to all of the EXJW crusaders. I think it's very important for us to take breaks. And what I mean by that is that I think it's very important to take time out of your advocacy to not talk about the Jehovah's Witness religion and just to enjoy your family and to do things that have nothing to do with the Jehovah's Witness religion. The reason that I say that is because you teeter on burnout if it is sort of the backdrop of everything that you're doing is about your Jehovah's Witness advocacy. When I shared my own story of leaving the Jehovah's Witness organization, and I left decades ago, I left when I was 17 years old, excuse me, and what was very important for me was to get away from the whole backdrop of the Jehovah's Witness organization. I really needed to find myself, and I didn't want the cult that I was trying to get away from to be this reactionary sort of foundation, so that everything I did was because I was a Jehovah's Witness, because I was trying to go sort of to the other side of I'm rejecting everything that I was raised in. I wanted to give myself a fresh start without even having that backdrop. And I think it was very important for me to find myself because I just allowed myself to live. I found friends that didn't have anything to do with the Jehovah's Witness organization. I didn't go to the Kingdom Hall. I didn't even talk about it for over a decade. And as I mentioned in my story, if you've listened to any of my other stories, I actually didn't go back to a Kingdom Hall until my maternal grandfather had passed away. And it was the first time that I had even thought about what was going on in the Kingdom Hall. And I know for some people, the advocacy and having the videos is a cathartic thing. For me, it's been cathartic. There were things about me leaving that I hadn't thought about in a long time. Hubby, say hi.
Hey.
They can hear you. So yeah, that's him going in and out, making us some good food for the holiday. But what I'm saying is that it was very important when I was leaving to have that balance. And when I went back to the Kingdom Hall because my grandfather had passed away, it was really the first time that I had even considered what was going on in the Jehovah's Witness organization. And it was something that sort of, because of what happened from that, my grandfather passing and me finding out family secrets, doing the videos has been cathartic for me. And I do understand where it is cathartic. It does help you. It is good to be around other XJWs at times, because they're not going to understand some of the things that you're going through, the language that people are, talking about in the Jehovah Witness organization as an XJW. Like when you tell somebody that has no background in the Jehovah Witness community, they don't get it like someone like for me being a third generation. But even again, with me, it's very important that I can just have fun, that I have a lot of things that I like to do that have nothing to do with me being an XJW. And there's times when I don't even talk about my time as an ex-Jehovah Witness, because you can burn out. Now there was someone who I used to watch. He had a YouTube channel. I think it was in California, and I think he was angry about a lot of things that had happened to him. And I really, really saw him going through the process of going up to people that were cart witnessing and trying to, at the same time, get them to think about what they were doing. But I think there was an anger to it that in himself, at some point, he sent a message to everyone and said, listen, I need to take a break. And I remember going on this particular XJW YouTuber and saying, yes, it is very important that you take a break sometime and you don't think about this religion. Because if you're walking away from the religion, if you're walking away from this cult and all the damage that it has done to you, give yourself a chance to live without that in the backdrop, because you don't want to burn out. I think for a lot of people, having some type of therapy to kind of go through the wounds of all of the things that have happened to you, because shunning is very painful. And if you've had to deal with losing family and friends and having to start over, that can be very painful. But don't obsess over it to the point that it becomes the only thing that you focus on, because you still need to go out and enjoy life. You need to make friends. You need to find things that you like to do. Like for me, I do spoken word. I'm a published writer. There's a lot of things that I do outside of just my profession as an executive and doing things. But we're going on vacation. So we do make time to have fun and enjoy life. And, I see some YouTubers and I see that it seems to be almost an every other day conversation topic. And for me, that would be too much. Because if I'm walking away from a cult, then I don't want to give this cult so much attention that even if I leave it, this becomes a constant theme, because I'm rejecting this cult. And this is one more thing that I really want to make clear, because I think I said it a long time ago, is that my advocacy has never been to make this whole Watchtower track and Bible Society disappear. I do think that over time that a lot of truths will come out about this organization. I think the information age has really allowed people to see more about different aspects of the organization that they were able to control before people had access to information that they were suppressing. And I think that's why so many people have woken up. But at the same time, whether this organization remains in some form or fashion or it doesn't, it really makes no difference to me. I always believe that people have the right to believe whatever they want, because I want people to give me that respect. So my goal has never been to make the Watchtower and Track Society topple. my goal has always been to awaken people so that they actually know what they're signing up for when they get baptized, so that they can be aware of things that they suppress, that they can understand what exactly is this organization, because there is a lot of things that the rank and file members are not aware of. So, and that's really my purpose. My purpose is not to take away people's freedom to believe what they want to believe. I think there's always, even if it's like 10 people in the world that believe in the Watchtower Tract and Bible Society and believe that they're Jehovah's Witnesses, I believe they have a right to do it. And I believe that I have a right to live my life no matter what that group of people thinks. And living my life is not going to be about, advocating that people wake up from the Jehovah's Witness organization every other day or every week. I do talk to the EXJW community. I do try to bring up things to the EXJW community, but I actually have a life outside of that. And that is my point. Just, for those of us that are in the fight, and I support all of you, I want to also encourage you to make time for yourself, make time for your family, make time for whatever, hobbies you have or things you want to do. Enjoy the life that you have and enjoy your family. Ooh, I just saw some fireworks going on right as, I don't know if you guys can see it. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy your week. Get out. It's summertime, no matter where you are. And most importantly, enjoy the gift of life. Thank you so much for tuning in for another edition of my vlog. This is the Oracle signing out, and I will talk to you soon.